Can you hear me now? You can all hear. Wonderful news. Brilliant. Thank you all for coming along for the test session. I know it's a hot one if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, and I mean, I've seen the Australia. 8 Celsius isn't cold, but it's pretend cold. In the same way that you would laugh at us for saying that 30 degrees is hot. 8 degrees is not cold. But thank you all for coming along, irrespective of the weather where you are. What we're going to do here is just a bit more of an in-depth initial briefing. I'm going to go out on track, talk about the car a bit. Well, in fact, I won't have to go on track, but that's by the by. Talk about the car a bit and try and get everyone up to speed. Round 5, we're back here for a race that's 120 laps, and it's going to be our first broadcasted race. So I thought it would be important for us to get out and practice and sort of try and work out any issues straight away now, instead of waiting for the week and finding out that no one can drive the car around the track. As I'm sure you've all figured out in your first sort of half an hour or so of going around, that this is a bit more challenging than your usual super speedway racing. It's bumpy, it's very difficult to go too wide and hold your line and all that sort of stuff, and the speeds in the draft are very, very different. A few useful pointers here is going to be turn your steering up to 16 to 1. If you've got that steering going really fast, you're just more likely to get it thrown around on the turn-in. I've seen a few people lose it when they're turning in from high on the track. The car does just get loose there. You need to be preempting it and giving yourself the best chance of going around the turn. I think 16 to 1 does that for me. But again, if it doesn't for you, I'd just, after this session, go do some more practice. There's actually value to running around Daytona Legacy by yourself in this car, because there's a lot of driving to be done. These cars do have one reaming feature, which is that when you upset the aerodynamics of the car, almost uniformly it will get a bit looser. If you are a car at the front of a train and someone's right behind you, that's when it's at its worst, because you've got no air over the rear and air over the front, and it just loosens the car up. So when there's someone right behind you entering a turn, you need to be ready for it to get loose. That's going to be true everywhere, but it's especially true here just because of the speeds that we're doing. But if you are